The first year experience is not a single program or initiative, but rather an intentional combination of academic and co-curricular efforts within and across post-secondary institutions. So you see, you might have students that enjoy studying or find difficulty in studying, or feel content and are excited to take on their new challenges, or even some students that are just too overwhelmed and can get really tired under studying. But the ultimate goal of a first year experience program is to ensure graduation and to ensure student success.
So who was I before I entered college? Before I entered college, I was a student that knew and understood that college was a way for me to move up, but I didn't know how to gain that access to college. I did a first year experience program that I stumbled across was the early bird for Long Beach City College. We were able to get early registration, but the core components of this program was for students to come onto campus on a weekend. So I was there on a Saturday. I did my assessment testing in the beginning that followed into orientation, which followed into having a counselor meeting, and then ended with a resource fair.
And so coming into college, I already learned how to navigate my resources and what resources were available to me. So when I joined first year experience programs, in my first year of college, I immediately looked to freshman programs to help guide me through, and when I saw that there was a class that can support through the first year seminar program, and that we got a chance to be paired with a peer mentor to kind of support in our navigation process, that opened my eyes to what college could be and what I can do in future years. Because although I knew how to navigate resources, I didn't know what major I would go into, and so they really taught me how I can utilize and research to the best of my ability how I wanted to live out my passion.
Entering college, well, I came from a college preparatory high school, and I think the expectation was, coming from that high school, I was already equipped to perform well in college. So going through high school, I don't feel as though I was really taught how. Like, actually, when my time came to actually start at Cal Poly Pomona, where I completed my undergrad, the program called RISE was another student residential program that serviced as a first year experience for me. Helped teach me how to apply the skills that I actually had. They really gave me an understanding of the services that were available on that campus and how I could best utilize them.
So as you can see, we've just heard from 3 experiences from different students, and one key factor that was present in each of their stories was an exposure to some form of a first year experience program. Each of these individuals went through the process and came out understanding the value of a first year program and how that played a significant role in their undergraduate years.
So now you may be wondering, what is the role of first year experiences when we're talking about servicing students from many different backgrounds? And really it comes down to understanding the characteristics of newly matriculated college students and their developmental experiences. We are better equipped to facilitate student development and growth. And this has looked different over the years, but before we get into how it looks, let's take some time to focus on the history.
John Gardner established an influential freshman seminar program at the University of Southern Carolina and is often credited with introduction of first-year programs in the early 1970s. Since then, first-year experience programs have evolved and have been implemented at various institutions. We chose to look specifically at how first-year experience programs are being integrated into community colleges and four-year institutions.
At the community colleges, components of first-year experiences can be found in orientation, where students are taught how to register for classes and learn about the many different resources available to them. 11 community colleges offer housing options, where programs are put into place to help students transition into college life. Summer bridge programs act as learning communities where students have an opportunity to advance in their classes and meet their educational goals. College one-on-one courses are often offered through the counseling department, where students have an opportunity to learn more about transferring options, study skills, time management, and many other skills that can help students be successful.
At four-year universities, some of the ways that these institutions implement first-year experience consist of orientation, where students are walked through the process by going through a campus tour, meeting with other additional resources on campus, and really getting guided to apply for courses and classes that they're going to be taking in their freshman year. Another component is living learning communities, where students live amongst a floor, whether that be a STEM floor, a cultural floor, or anything that relates to their personal interests or their major, where they can find community amongst their peers. Another component is summer transition programs, where students take the summer before freshman year to learn about the campus and learn about classes and learn about study skills through the program. And also some of them have live-in learning opportunities where they can get accustomed to dorm life and all of the different opportunities that come with starting freshman year. And finally, another component is freshman seminar, where students are taking the time each week to meet with a professor and meet with a college peer mentor to guide them through getting accustomed to the college environment. And sometimes they take the time to go over resources and go over how to explore their major or how to be successful.
So now we've decided to speak with a first-year experience professional at Long Beach City College. And so we'll be interviewing Elijah Sims. He is an intervention specialist and student support services with a primary role in matriculation.
So although I feel like our institution should be ready to serve the students and meet them where they are, if there was a thing that I thought would help students navigate through an institution just a little bit better, it's information literacy. They don't have to have the answers. They have to be introspective though, and know, so right now, I don't know what classes I can take or should take because I'm not sure what my major is. Well, I don't know where to go for that, but I know that this place has somewhere for me to go for that.
During our interview with Elijah, he referred to himself as an octopus. And within the college campus, he explained that he had his hands in different functional areas. The reason why this is important and helpful for students to have someone in this position is so that they can be guided through the process of getting accustomed to the college environment.
So for Elijah, he recognized the importance of being connected to many different functional areas in order to provide additional support to students. Now, for other individuals who are interested in becoming a first-year experienced professional, understand that these jobs can vary across different programs, different initiatives, and different institutions. We did come across a very specific position that's available at California State University, San Bernardino, for a first-year experience coordinator. Now, the requirements for this position at minimum is a bachelor's degree with a master's degree highly preferred, as well as 2 years of relevant student service experience as a graduate assistant or post-bachelor work. That experience to be focused in first-year student transitions, college student development, and or retention. Some of the things that they would like for this individual to be skilled in or have the ability to do is translate student development theory, leadership theory, and research into practice, be able to have excellent interpersonal and leadership skills, the ability to plan and implement programs that are linked to specific student learning outcomes, as well as demonstrate public speaking skills which effectively communicate to larger groups. So these are just some of the few skills and abilities and requirements that are often sought after for individuals working in programs that are shaped or geared towards first year experiences. And once again, we went over what these positions can look like, but this is one in particularly focused on first year experiences.
As we wrap up what we've learned about first year experience programs, we've come to realize that although they may vary in their delivery, their sole purpose is centered around helping all incoming first year students make a successful transition to college from their previous educational and life experiences. However, what we've failed to bring light to is that transfer students should also be considered in first year experience programs, or they should have their own personalized first year experience transfer programs.